There's something about saying that you're going to start your own business that feels very exhilarating. It's like you are going for an adventure. That being said, let's look at the 7 critical things you must know before you start a business. The first one is know what you're signing up for. With anything that you get into, you need to know as much as you can about what you're signing up for. You have to understand what the rules of the game are. You need to understand what exactly is expected of you. However, I said as much as you can. In entrepreneurship or any business, you cannot tell everything until you're really walking the walk. That being said, you cannot be afraid. Although, just so you know, entrepreneurship is very challenging, very demanding of you, because it will take long hours, it will take a whole lot of work to get you to where you desire. So if you're going to do business, know what you're signing up. So number 2 is pick a business model. So we have about 9 business models out here, and they all work for different people. What you need to know is, what do you want? You need to figure out what exactly entices you, what model works for you, what model works for your lifestyle, what model works for your service or your product. All these are questions that you need to answer before you decide to pick a business model. Picking a business model, there's a lot of examples out here. It depends on the amount of money that you have, especially if you're trying to get into a new business. Do you need a lot of capital to get into it? Capital, and how quickly? Do you have people who are giving you the funding? These are all questions you need to be asking yourself. The third thing is the barriers of entry. Like with the different business models, there's several factors that come into play when you're making up that decision. So the barrier into entry of a business model is something you should also look into. The other thing that you need to consider before trying to start a business in 2023 and 2024 is assessing your financial risk. You need money. To start a business, you do need money. Whether you're buying a computer, if you ain't got one, whether you are going to do a lot of research, and time is money. People do forget that part. But you do need money in order to jumpstart. If you're choosing that this is not a side hustle and it's something that you want to operate as 100% business and you leave your job, that means you need enough savings to sustain you and sustain your business until you start becoming profitable. But yes, you need to assess your risk and, if possible, reduce it. The other thing that you need to consider is delegate. As business owners, we all try to, in the beginning, you try and do the different jobs of different people. Usually you end up excelling at one, but not all of them. So what happens is you need to also think about this, that you might need to delegate some of the tasks to some experts. Delegating could be in the form of an employee or a contractor. That being said, you need to stay in your lane. When you stay in your lane and you perfect what you are doing and you produce good results for that, just so you know, you're able to say that, okay, so this is not going to work for me. Let me give it to somebody else and I can pay for that than spending more time trying to learn this new skill and not knowing where I'm headed. Networking. You always need to stay networking if you're a business owner. Networking helps put your business out there. Networking helps you talk to other people who are in the same line of business and they might be able to help you with some challenges that you're facing. Networking helps you look at, learn some things that are coming up, the changes that you need to adapt to in order to stay surviving in this business line. Networking will help you create friends, because entrepreneurship is hard. But when you're not making money in entrepreneurship, it's harder. So you need that support system of people who understand what you're doing in order to support you. Because yes, your family and friends can support you, but they may not really understand what you're going through. So you need to create a form of community outside of your family and friends. Either way, stay networking, because even selling happens only when you network. The other thing is, you have to remember that failure is just a word. So in business, yes, failure is inevitable. You can excel in everything, but there's one thing that you will not be able to excel at, or it will take a couple tries for you to get better at it. When you remember that, anything can be a bump or a redirection. But in the moment, we usually think the world is over, I'm dying. There's no way I'm recouping or recovering from this. But on the contrary, you're learning, you're growing, you're going to see things from a different perspective. Because you have experienced this, you're also exercising your confidence muscle. You're getting more more confident and you will be able to trust your decision making as time goes by. So failure is there to just sharpen you. It's not there to discourage you in pursuing whatever you desire. Number 7, don't take things too seriously. Yes, this is an oxymoron statement because a business is serious, especially if this is your only source of income. Yes, it is serious, but just remember, you need to have fun in it. Okay, there's some aspects that are not fun, but the things that you need to enjoy in order to show up and also get some form of fulfillment. If your thing is work-life harmony, figure out how your business can be part of your life and not the other way around. Create a business that accommodates that. There's ways to do that. If you are okay with just focusing and just narrowing down and it's just all about business, you can do that too. Your life becomes your business and that's fine. Just so you know, remember, number 1, always know what you're signing up for. So these are factors that you need to consider. And right now, as we're heading towards starting these businesses, looking and working towards success of these businesses, or even if it's just you're getting into new territory, just remember that a business is something that is bringing extra income, that can be bringing extra income, or it's either a supplement or a substitution. Pick one, whichever it is, but just remember these are the factors that you need to consider. So until next time, thank you.